I'm gonna do a review on the 2023 Lowrider ST. I've been riding it for 2,500 miles. I just did the 2,500 oil change. Um, this thing overall has been great. The rear monoshock is great. I have a Fox shock, but I'm not putting it on. The factory one is good. It's as good. I had the Fox on the Street Bob, and it's it's as good, or maybe even a little bit better. But I have no complaints about that. The fairing is good. It gets good coverage on the wind. You still get that side wind, but nothing like non-fairing bike. The rear tail light is a little dim. It's not as bright as it should be. I'll probably upgrade that later. I just put the LP6 headlight, which is super bright, way brighter than stock. I mean, it doesn't go farther than stock, but it's brighter than stock for sure. One thing though is like the negatives. It would be the shifting. The shifter's a little too like my knees like higher than my hip, which when I'm downshifting makes me lift my foot, the toe part, so high to where sometimes it would cramp. So what I did with that was I changed the peg to change the angle to make it a little bit easier, so I don't have to lift this high. And I changed the seat, Speed Merchant Saddleman, which brings you up and forward a little bit, which it helped. I don't know, I don't know if I just got used to it or it just helped overall, but it doesn't seem to bother me as much. I did put a 6-inch riser on it for the handlebars. It has no pullback, but I was just leaning too forward over the tank, and I'm about 5'9", 5'10" maybe on a good day, but the riser did help. The 6-inch, it just brought me a little bit back. I'm still a little bit over the tank, but not as much. And I did want to stay a little bit over the tank, but not as hunched over as I was with the stock one. So that seemed to help. But other than that, I'll do a walk around and show you guys what I've done to it. Oh, the storage. The storage is good. Storage, I commute with it, with this weather that I can. And storage has been great. I haven't had any issues with it. It's enough for me, at least, to get to work and get home, put my lunch in there, put my, jacket, my windbreakers if I need them, sweater, all that good stuff. So we'll do a walk around and I'll just show you what I've done to it upgrade wise. So first of all is the LP6 headlight. I got the Cali raised, not the whole bracket that you have to cut the fairing, because I'm not about to cut my fairing, but I like how it looks. It looks good. And you take advantage of the side light, that it does stick out enough to not be covered by the fairing. I did put a SP Concept exhaust on it. This is a nice exhaust. I like it. The only thing is, if you get any handprints or any kind of plastic or grease on it, you could try cleaning it up like I did right here. A dot, it was plastic. You try taking it off with what's it called, steel wool. Kind of rub it out. The only reason I wrapped it right here was because I kept burning my boot. I know well, I didn't know at the moment, but they do sell shields for it. But this so far has been great. I haven't had any issues with that. I do have the oil pressure gauge on here. I believe it's A1 that makes it. The exhaust sounds great. It's actually not too loud. It does get louder when you're on the throttle, which is good, because when you're on the freeway, it's not bothering you. It's not, you know, humming or bothering you too much. But when you're on the gas, then yeah, the throttle, you could hear it. Here's a riser I put, 6-inch riser. It's actually pretty simple to install. You do not need to disconnect any of it, because the back of it, the bottom, it's open, so you don't have to disconnect any of the connectors. So it's actually pretty easy to install. Pin lock I have for the helmet, which is actually pretty cool. I like it. Just looks good and fairly easy to use. You just put your D clip, or they have an adapter if it's like a snap, quick snap one. Push this button in, locks it in place, and you just key turn it and it unlocks it. I got the seat, Speed Merchant, which I said puts you up and a little bit forward, which helped me with my whole foot situation. I did get the layback license plate. I believe that's from Dynamic. I forgot what they're called exactly, Dynamic. I do have the mini floorboards also, which I had the stock ones on my Street Bob, but kept making my foot shake. So I went to these mini floorboards, which are great. I don't really feel too much vibration, and my leg stopped shaking. This is the peg that I put on here. That way I don't have to lift. When I lift my foot, that's when I get the cramping. So I got it at an angle to where I don't have to lift my foot as much, and the seat also helps. I did get the engine guards also, and you can use this as a foot peg also, rear foot peg. I do like it. I do like the look. It takes a little bit to get used to, but I mean, some kind of insurance in case I do go down. The bags have been good so far. One thing I did notice is it does seem to rub on the bottom. I did talk to Harley. You can see right here that white. You see right here too where it's rubbing. According to them, that's just something that these type of bags do. I'm gonna do some research, see if I could adjust them, but it doesn't seem to be rubbing too bad, so not gonna worry about it too much. I do have the DynoJet Provision 4. You can't put it in here. There's just too much stuff right here. So what I initially did was I connected it here, and I ran it to the other side where the cover is on the other side, and I secured it in there. That way it's always connected. It's out of the way right here, and if I ever have any issues, I could just hook up to it. I did have an issue with their program that they gave me. It kept turning off my traction control. I guess since the 23 comes with traction control, they needed a different software for it. Took a little bit to get it, but they finally got it to me and programmed it, and it's running a lot better than stock, and my traction control works. So other than that, I'm having another issue which I emailed them about. Every time I go into check any codes, it kicks me out of the app on my phone. So I emailed them about it. I'll see what they say when they come back to me. What else have I done to it? I think that's about it. That's all the upgrades I got so far. But overall, the bike has been good. I love riding it. It sounds great. I haven't had no issues with it. My opinion, it's not as fast as my Street Bob with the 114 had the intake exhaust and the fuel pack for it. It honestly, it pulled me really hard, and it gave me no issues. This it seems like this bike likes to run higher. My street bob would be good between 25 to 3. This one likes to be around 3 to 35 RPM. And that's its happy place, which I'm still trying to get used to. But I mean, yeah, I mean it pulls hard. Don't get me wrong. It is a heavier bike, but my street bob pulled a little bit harder. But other than that, the benefits of having the storage and the fairing is, you know, way positive. Maybe that you guys could drop some comments if you have any issues about your foot being too high to shift, and when you go to downshift, maybe you got some kind of solution. If you could put that in the comments, because I already tried the seat and I tried this peg. Maybe there's a shift lever or something with a different angle, something that could help me out. If you guys want any links to anything that I got, just add a comment and I'll shoot it over. The only thing I really plan on doing next is probably a cam, probably a SNS 475. But for now, my bike's fairly new. I'm having no issues with it. Love riding it, so I'll keep it like this for a little bit and then I'll do that. If you guys have any questions, you guys want any more videos, just drop it in the comments, and subscribe. That way I can keep making these videos. If not, then I'll stop making them. But is this the bike better than the street bob? I would say yeah. Overall, my storage, my fairing have been great. The stock windshield has given me no issues. I get a little bit of buffering every now and then, but nothing crazy. I've seen that they do have that aftermarket one with the lip at the top, but every review I've seen about that, they see no difference between stock and that one. So, and I like the way this one looks, so why change it? I think one of the best upgrades, I think, it would be the exhaust, of course, and I want to say the headlight, especially because I live where there's no street lights, and like I said, I daily commute, and at night it's hard to see sometimes with no light out there. So I do have a coworker that has a road glide, and he had the dual lights on the front, the LP6s. They got 2 headlights, and I turned on my headlight one night and my light just looked dim, like an old dim light compared to his. So I wasn't thinking about doing it, but after that I was like, yeah, I gotta upgrade this light. All right, well, you guys have any comments or anything, just drop them, give me a like. Be safe out there, be aware, and be safe.